Hi, everyone. I once had a post that hit 40,000 views. 40,000. For me, that's a big deal. Some of you might have something more than that, but for me, it was a lot. I refreshed it like it was a slot machine. And by the end of that week, do you know how many sales it brought me? Zero. Not even one. I had done everything they had told me. I showed up, I posted, I got seen, and I was still broke. If you've ever stared at a growing follower account and a flat bank account and thought, I don't understand, people are watching, this video is for you. Because being seen and being paid are two completely different things. And nobody tells that to you until you've wasted so much of your time. If we haven't met, I'm Marian. Before I coached anyone, I spent nearly a decade in corporate leadership, corporate sales leadership. And then I built a photography business on the side. It eventually let me leave corporate America to run it full time. I've had 15 years behind the camera, and that taught me how to sell, how to price, how to get found, and how to get someone to trust me enough to hand over their money. Visibility was the part that I got good at early. It was also the part that fooled me the longest. So I'm not speaking to you from just theory. I've made this exact mistake for years with my own money on the line. I totally get it. So if you're here to figure out what is going on so you can actually make some money and get paid, this is what we're going to be talking about today. Here's the belief that keeps a lot of women stuck. We are taught that if we just get seen enough, the business will follow. Visibility is really sold as the finish line, but it's not the finish line, not in any way, shape, or form. Getting attention and getting paid are not the same skill. And that's the mistake that I see so many people make. Those two things aren't even on the same shelf. Attention is the megaphone. It makes you louder, but louder is not the same as trusted. And more trust is not the same as a buying decision. They're all steps in this ladder of how sales actually happen. So you can be the most watched woman in the room and still be the one who can't pay her bills. And I have been her, and it is exhausting. So let's talk about where that money actually leaks out. There are three places that I've seen it happen, and most women have at least two of them open. The first leak is attention without trust. You're getting the eyes, people are watching, but watching is cheap. We do it all the time. We do it for entertainment and sport. We watch even more than we ever have before. People watch things that they would never pay for all day long. So the question isn't, are they watching? The question is, do they believe you can solve their specific problems? And here's how you know if you have the specific leak. Lots of views, lots of love this comments, and almost no DMs that sound like a real person describing a real problem. That's content that entertains, but not content that convinces. Entertaining content grows the account, but convincing content grows the business. And those are not always the same post. The fix here, if you have this leak, isn't more posting, it's more proof. Show the work, show the results, show the women who were exactly where your buyer was and what changed for them. Leak number 2. This is when you have trust without an offer. And this one is sneaky because it really feels like humility. You built real trust. People genuinely like you. They'd recommend you. And then they go looking for what to actually buy and they can't find it. There's no clear offer, or there are so many offers and they don't know which one is for them. Or the offer is buried 3 leagues deep behind a contact form that's old and outdated and your tech doesn't really work and all that sort of thing. Like, it's confusing. There's nowhere to go. It's just goodwill. And that does not pay your invoices. You need one clear thing a warm person can buy without scheduling a meeting to figure out how. If your most engaged follower can't tell me in one sentence what you sell and how to get it, that's the leak. Leak number 3. So there's an offer without a next step. So you've got the attention, you've got trust, you even got a clear offer. And then at the exact moment when someone's ready, you go quiet. You post the value and you never tell them what to do with it. No CTA or a soft link in bio if you want. It sounds like you're apologizing for selling. People won't move themselves. We're all a little bit lazy. Even motivated people need to be told the next step plainly without you flinching. You got to believe in what you're selling so that people feel comfortable buying. You're selling so much of that trust. This is the cheapest link to fix and the one women resist the most because telling someone to buy feels pushy. But it isn't. A clear next step is kindness. It saves you it saves your client time and energy. Confusion is a rude thing to do. So if all of these leaks 3 are open, where do you start? 1, you want to start with an offer, the middle leak, because you can't fix the other 2 without it. You can't build the right kind of trust if you don't know what you're moving people towards. And if you can't write a clear next step, if there's nothing clear to step towards. So this week, before you post one more time, write down the single thing a warm person can buy from you, what it costs, and the one link that gets them there. One sentence if you can't. That's not a content problem. Remember, that's the leak. And it's also the whole first move in Seen and Ready. This is my program that walks you through turning the audience you already have into something that actually converts instead of just chasing a bigger one. It's $97 and the link is below. Here's what I want to leave you with. The followers aren't the problem. The views aren't the problem. You're probably more visible than you already think. Your money isn't leaking because too few people are watching. It's leaking because watching was never the same as buying. So plug the leaks in order. Trust, offer, next step. Watch what your same audience does when the path is finally clear. If you like this type of content, we are talking about business every single week, and I will see you on the next one.